Hey guys, we are in the basement and today we're going to review a game that was released in 1984 by Nintendo. And this game is called Versus Tennis, and it's kind of like an arcade version of the NES tennis game. Now, what's cool about this game though is that it's designed for the Nintendo Versus Dualsystem. And why that's important is because the Dualsystem has 2 monitors and 2 sets of controls, and basically what that means is you can play up to 4 players simultaneous with Versus Tennis when it's installed in a dual system. So here's my dual system right here, and you can see this is also called the red tent, because if you look here, it kind of looks like a tent. But this cabinet has 2 monitors. We got 1 monitor on this side and 2 joysticks and 2 sets of controls. And then on the other side, we have the exact same thing, another monitor, 2 joysticks, and 2 sets of controls. So this setup here, when Versus Tennis is installed, allows us to play 4 players simultaneous, 2 on each side, head to head. Now you can also play 1 versus 1, 1 on each side. You can play 2 players on the same team against the computer, or you can play 1 player against the computer. So there's actually 4 different ways to play in this one game. But this game really comes alive though when you play it against friends. When you've got some buddies over, this becomes like one of the greatest party games ever. And so, because of that, I can't really properly show you guys how to play this game, so why don't we invite some friends over, and why don't we have like a little Versus Tennis tournament? I think it'd be a lot of fun actually. So, alright, let's get our friends over here and let's play some Versus Tennis. Alright guys, so we're doing like a Versus Tennis tournament. We did like a bracket thing, and you guys are like the finalists. Hang on. Alright, I want to show the bracket. So Ted and Brendan are in the finals here. What do you guys think? You gonna win? Ted? No?
He thinks I'm super good at this game.
Alright.
First time I'm playing.
What's the green one?
You guys beat out like 6 other people, right?
Oh yeah. A fight to the death. Ted always beats me in Street Fighter, so I want to be able to time.
On your mark. Is there a dive?
What's that?
Can you dive?
I know, right?
So the A button is like the standard shot and the B is like the lob.
Yeah. I used to play this when I was a kid on NES, but it feels good on the Versus.
Doesn't it?
I like it.
And like 4 players is like crazy fun too.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
We should do like a 4-player game. Yeah.
After this, we'll play 4. Oh no.
Yes.
It's hard to, at first, to judge where you're gonna hit it or where you need to be.
Yeah, what's up with that bullshit?
I played tennis in high school, so it would be a shame if I lost. It clearly translates to video games, right? He says as he hits the wrong side of the ball.
And so the controls are A is like standard shot and B is like the lob shot.
Yep. And it's tough with some games like Castlevania and Super Mario where you're used to the joypad, but this feels good with the tennis.
I've actually never had a problem with that. Like the NES D-pad feels right for Super Mario Brothers, but honestly, it feels great with that joystick.
And says the guy who has a Versus system in his basement.
Go up to the net and you can totally spike it in the guy's face.
It's no special button.
Forward and A. When you're at the net, you can select
You
it down.
ever use B?
No.
I use
You
B.
can. You could. If
really
you're in
rare.
a jam, it gives you some time.
If he's up at the net, you're up at the net, you use B because it'll lob it behind us.
Damn it.
There's definitely some strategy.
If he's not up at the net, then you don't need to use B.
So it's 1540. Who won the? You guys.
It's tied up 1-1.
So what we're doing here is they each have 2 lives left, those rackets. And so when they lose a round, they lose a racket, and we're basically playing to whoever whoever can outlast the other person in lives.
That was like, that must have been on the line. I thought that was out.
Yeah, it's basically first to 3.
Oh, word up.
You follow it up with that.
Yeah, first to 3, right?
Yep.
To win 3 rounds.
Yep. Puts it back.
Yeah, when it hits your body, you're just like done.
You have to be further away from the ball than you expect. Well, not that far. It takes a little getting used.
Oh, I ran into it again. That sucks. Not good.
Are you gonna play some awesome like the Final Countdown music over this guy?
Now, you have
This
to
is a
hold the-
nail biter, man.
Do you hold the button down?
Because whoever
and
wins
hold
this
the
is like the
No.
versus tennis champion, and you're also winning a money
push it,
purse
It does it automatically?
That's it.
for the serve.
No, you just press it.
What do you mean?
You don't have to like hold it down or anything.
Hold what down?
The button. Ah, too early.
So you just hit it once and he's going to go through it no matter. He's going to follow.
Oh, okay.
There is no holding it for more power.
Nope.
Right, you just press it once.
It's
And
as simple as it gets.
I mean, can you think about like a tennis game before this though, like on the NES? It was like
Pong,
Atari
basically.
2600 crap.
Yep, it was Pong. That was all you
This is
got.
actually
Real sports tennis?
yeah,
Yeah.
real sports tennis.
Or maybe on like the television or something.
What's the high score on this bad boy?
On that, like well, 154 right now.
Alright. So what do I
You gonna beat it, Quinn?
if I beat 154, do I get my name up?
You get your initials, yeah.
I get my initials up?
Yes.
Alright. On your mark.
I'm dead basically when he's at the net.
I mean, you gotta agree, this is like badass playing head to head, where you each have your own monitor. I mean,
Yeah.
Him to go back. You lob it like that.
Yeah, but I
Wow.
loved it and he slammed in my
so you guys
face.
each are down to one racket. So this is a tied game right
Oh,
now.
right in front of the ball. What am I doing?
Oh shit! Oh!
Match point.
You're about to win, right?
Well, hopefully. Yep.
All right, Brendan is the champion.
Game Ted.
All right, Ted owes you $1, by the way.
Yeah.
Brendan, here's your cash. Is this illegal, by the way?
Probably. You shouldn't be filming.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Ted owes you $1. It's only $7.
Hey, stiff me.
Pay him up. So let's check. Before we go, I want to show you guys this because Brendan brought over some CPS2 boards,
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
and let me show you guys. He's got Super Street Fighter 2 from Japan. He's got another Super Street Fighter 2 from Japan. Turbo. And then in my cabinet, he has another Super Street Fighter 2, and then also a Zero 2, which is in the U.S. is called Alpha 2, right?
That's right.
And you ordered those right from Japan?
I did.
What else
the
is
best
in
place
here?
to get 'em.
JAMA harnesses?
Yeah, I
Oh,
just kept harnesses.
kick harnesses?
And then a bunch of newspapers.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, Japanese
newspaper.
Check it out.
Oh, there's a nice Japanese
Speed Skater.
speed skater.
It's the sports section.
And then you guys have been playing this.
Yes, the best game in the world.
And this is like the best Street Fighter ever, right?
It's the best one, Street Fighter 2.
Is that true? I need to get this, right?
You do. You need to.
And what's the marquee look like? Is it cool?
It's the same kind of orange.
Yeah.
And it says Turbo like that.
Yeah.
Big letters. And it kind of has like a scroll under the bottom.
All right.
It's not the best. Oh wait, no, that's not the one.
No.
That one is blue and green. Like it has the globe. Super Turbo. Yeah.
It's pretty boring.
Yeah, it's not really that exciting.
You're not staring at the mark.
It like has a globe here, and that's pretty much it.
All right, cool.
There you go.
All right, so that's it. That was the versus tennis tournament. It's a pretty great game, right, Adam?
I love it. I play it all the time.
It's funny, like I had this board forever and I never played it. And then the other day, last week, I'm like, this game is awesome.
Yeah, it's great. We're gonna do some 4-player soon?
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, that's it. All right, before we go, let me show you these guys playing Street Fighter. You guys are pretty hardcore.
Ted's pretty hardcore. I just like.
You guys are both hardcore, man.
I'm not very good at this game. Ted kicks my ass every time. Yeah, he's bad. I'll play my real character though.
Is that bothering you?
Yeah. This is how it used to be, baby. That was the only way you could see videos. So they had to record it.
So who's your favorite character in this, Ted? This guy? Gil? Guile and E Honda. I like E Honda.
Honda's cool.
So I guess before we go, we'll just kind of walk through. We have a little game night tonight.
Yes!
Alright guys, I think that's it. Alright guys, there you have it. That was Versus Tennis, the little tournament. Hope you guys like that. Pretty cool game. It was, I was having a good time there, so hopefully that was watchable. I actually want to show you guys the PCB real quick in this game because it's a little different. Because Versus Tennis actually requires 12 ROMs, 2 PPUs, and 2 CPUs to work. And here's a Versus board I just had off my shelf. And so this board right now has 2 games installed in it. It has Tetris and it has Star Luster. And if I were to put this board in this cabinet, I would have 2 games running essentially. One side would have Star Luster and then the other side would have Tetris, and they wouldn't talk to each other because they're individual games. So it would basically then become like 2 individual cabinets. But if you install tennis on this board, you then have one board that is solely tennis. You have tennis ROMs on this side, tennis ROMs on that side, 2 of the same PPUs, 2 CPUs, and then when you stick this board with that configuration in that cabinet, you then get Versus Tennis on both sides, and both sides are communicating to each other, and that's how you can play the head-to-head. So it's a really cool, unique game, and there's a few games they released that do that, where you can put, 2 sets of ROMs of the same game on 2 sides, and they talk to each other. You could do that with Versus Wrecking Crew. You can do that with Versus Balloon Fight, which is a fantastic game. Versus Baseball does that, and Versus Mahjong, which I never tried. But there's a handful of games that you can see that you can play head-to-head, and they're really worth exploring if you have the Nintendo Versus Red Tent. So anyway, there you have it. You know what? Before I let you guys go, I want to take you out to the garage and show you what's going on out there. I actually picked something up. So let's go out to the garage and let me show you guys this. All right, check it out. Here it is. This was a crazy purchase. It showed up on Craigslist really cheap. I paid $75 for this. It is an Atari Kee Sprint. Sprint 2. It is an old black and white driving game from 1976. It's made by Atari. They actually had a division called Key Games, but it is an Atari-made game, and it's a 23-inch black and white monitor that's in there, and it's a really crazy game. And I cannot wait. Right now, it plays blind. The monitor has some issues that I'm going to have to work through here. I've never worked on a black and white monitor before, but I'm very optimistic. But check this out. This cap right here, like, just totally exploded. You see that? And so we're going to have to go through this thing and recap it. The board actually works. The game plays blind. Actually, why don't I just plug it in here and I can kind of show you guys some of the sounds and stuff. But the game plays. I have neck glow back here, but there's no picture on the monitor. And so you can see here, this light is lit up. So we can go, this is someone inserted a credit switch in here. And so we'll go ahead and start a game. So you can hear it, the game's playing. We've got sounds. And when we turn the steering wheel, it's making noises. So it's working. It's playing blind. But the monitor's shot. No picture. Pretty exciting, huh? But I don't know. Oh wow, we're crashing. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. it was like an endless skid. So why don't I turn this off before I break something? But pretty crazy game though. The cabinet's actually in pretty great shape. Nice and dry. Nice and solid. The PCB looks like it's in good shape. You can see here it's Atari AMPS 3.0. I don't see any serial number on here, but it's a pretty wild game. The cabinet's gigantic. I have no idea where I'm going to put this. You know, I've been looking for a cheap black and white game for some time because I want the experience of working on one and understanding how it works. And so I saw this on Craigslist. It was really cheap. And so I just kind of went for it, and here it is. But it looks pretty great for its age. It's a cool cabinet, isn't it? I don't know, man. I really like it a lot. The control panel here is a little worn. On the sides here, this side art looks really good. And I think it's going to be a fun game. I've heard from a lot of people that this is a really fun game. You know, I love like these kind of simultaneous player games, you know, just like versus tennis, you know. They're just a lot of fun, so. But yeah, that's it. And then over here, not too much going on with the Pac-Man. I haven't had time to work on it. But I ordered some samples of vinyl. I'm waiting for those to show up. I actually did get a monitor. It's up here. This is a 13-inch G07. I bought it from a friend of mine. He already rebuilt it, so it's just ready to go. I'm still looking for a PCB. I'm trying to find the correct vinyl. I ordered some samples from eBay, so we'll see how that goes. But I think we're going to be starting that next week, so look for those Pac-Man videos to be coming soon. And believe me, once I get going on it, I'm not going to be able to stop. So the videos will come fast and furious. So, all right, guys, I think that's it. Look at this little repair tag. Property of AVM Vending. Repair and return. December 1st, 1978. Isn't that crazy? This is an old game. It's probably older than most of the people watching the video right now. So... All right, let's go back down to the basement. All right, guys, there you have it. Once again, thanks for subscribing to my little channel. Actually, I want to show you guys this. Can I plug something? My buddy and I, Matt, we released a game a while ago on the iPhone called Chainsaw Zombie Slaughter. And the game is now on Android. It actually came out on Android today. And I'd appreciate if you guys checked it out. It's called Chainsaw Zombie Slaughter. It's 99 cents. It's a really fun, kind of a... It's got cool music. I actually did all of the artwork in it. And basically, zombies are falling from the sky. There's two modes, classic and survival. And, let's do this. And basically, we're gonna tilt left and right here, and we're gonna just kill the zombies as they fall from the sky. So, this game just came out on Android yesterday. It's called Chainsaw Zombie Slaughter. And basically, as you're killing the zombies, their bodies are piling up behind you. And you need to make it to the top of the escape helicopter, which is on top of the building. So, check it out. Chainsaw Zombie Slaughter. It's on Android now, and it has been on iPhone for some time. iOS, Android, Chainsaw Zombie Slaughter. It's a lot of fun. Look at the bodies piling up. I actually am the voice of... I did all the voices in the game and the art, so... It's a fun game. Chainsaw Zombie Slaughter. Anyway, alright guys, enough plugging. So anyway, there you have it. Thanks for subscribing to my little channel. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. I release new videos every Sunday, and usually in between, usually twice a week now I'm trying to do it. I wasn't able to get 2 videos out this week because I was kind of busy. But anyway, that's it. Click subscribe. Check out my podcast, Video Game Outsiders. We do that show live every Tuesday night at allgames.com. The podcast is called Video Game Outsiders at videogameoutsiders.com. All right, guys, we'll see you. Thanks for watching. Later. Chainsaw Zombie Slaughter.